Get a 36-month lease with a payment of only $209 a month. Come see us on Dixie Highway or ToyotaofLouisville.com, a Swope dealership where nobody walks away.
Michael Schafer has become a resource for the show, has become a resource for myself, and we always have a topic. And today's topic I think you'll find very interesting. Maybe you've heard some myths, some untruths about injury law. So Michael Schafer is here with the Schafer Law Office, and we're going to talk about those a little bit. First of all, thank you for being bold enough to let us talk about this a little bit, Michael.
I'm glad, and you forgot already, John. Or should I call you Jonathan since you're calling me Michael?
I did forget. he allowed me to call him Mike. Thank you very much. Okay, Mike, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to go down the list of these myths, and you're going to address each one of them.
I'll do my best.
Okay, a lot of injury attorneys would not let me do this, so this is interesting. Okay, what if a client believes, they think they have an injury and they say, you know, I'm going to get this huge windfall. This is like winning the lottery. That's something a lot of people believe. Not true, even if you have a good case, right?
Even if you have a good case, one, you're going to be hurt, right?
Yeah, and that's not fun.
It's not, if I'm getting you a big settlement, it's unfortunately something you're going to have to live with the rest of your life. And no amount of money is going to take care of that. The other thing is you can be hurt very seriously, and unfortunately I've had clients that are in this boat where the person that causes the wreck, the at-fault party, they may have the minimum insurance of only $25,000. And if they have that minimum insurance, that's pretty much all you can get, because you can go after their personal assets, but if they have nothing, what are you going to do? So just
they call it squeezing a turnip or whatever.
Yeah, getting blood out of a turnip.
There we go.
You know, and if you can't, if you don't have the insurance money to go after, no matter how bad your injuries are, you're not going to be compensated. And we'll have to do this on another topic on the proper insurance to make sure that you cover yourself and protect your family, because there are things you can do to make sure you don't end up in that trap.
Okay, all the more reason to call the Schafer Law Office. Okay, myth number 2. The insurance company will give me a reasonable offer. All I have to do is call them or write them a letter. True or false?
That is absolutely false. Insurance companies are in it to make money. And you have one case, they have tens of thousands of cases. So they're playing the odds that you're going to take a low settlement. And every insurance company has, that handles car wreck situations, has a computer program that they are going to use to evaluate your claim. And the Allstate version of this computer program is called Colossus. So that kind of tells you the whole idea.
Humongous, yeah.
And they've put in, there's over 10,000 what they call value drivers that go in there to do the coding. And this is one of the things I speak on across the country, on how attorneys can maximize settlement potential by, you know, understanding the program and putting the proper information in, so the insurance adjuster has to use it. But they're not going to just give you money just because you were hurt. They're going to try to be your friend and offer you a $500 settlement or a $1,000 settlement quick. And once you take that, it's done. I've had people call me, well, they gave me $500, but you know, I think I want to sue them now.
It's over.
Too late.
Case closed. Yeah, it's interesting. You're kind of like the guy who has written the ACT test. Because you've been there, you know you're going to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know the tricks, you know what the right answer is, so you're going to do much better than someone who's just going in blindly. That makes sense to me.
Well, and you want somebody that concentrates in, you know, personal injury area. I mean, there are attorneys that, you know, our office, all we handle is personal injury cases, whether they're car wrecks or premise liability, nursing home abuse, that sort of thing. But we handle personal injury. You don't want an attorney that does a little divorce, a little criminal work, a little probate work. You want somebody that concentrates in the area of law that you have the issue with, whether it's personal injury. You would not want me on a probate case or a divorce case. I know nothing about it, and you need somebody else.
So when my wife divorces me, I should recommend you, because that isn't your thing.
Yeah, and then I'll recommend her to somebody good.
Thanks, Mike. Oh, we were friends, Mike. I'm going back to Michael now. Okay, here's the next one up here. I have to give the insurance company a recorded statement. I have to do that. If they ask for it, I have to give it to them. True or false?
No. You don't.
Myth.
Now, it's a myth. Now, you may want to give it to them because they need to know the facts of the case, but usually, if they're asking for a recorded statement, there's a reason why, and there may be nothing wrong with giving it, but it's being prepared. How many recorded statements do you give a week?
0.
Yeah, and where these adjusters are taking 1, 2, 3, 4 a day, so they have their process they're going through. They know what they're trying to get out of you, and they know little tricks on how to get you to say things that may not be exactly what you intend to say. You know, the truth is the truth is the truth. I mean, I firmly believe whatever the facts are, that's what they are, and that's what you have to work with. But sometimes the way you say the truth can make all the difference in the world.
And they know the little nuances to maybe get you to inspire you to say those things. So all of a sudden this interview or this statement becomes an interrogation.
That's exactly it. And it's like if you're asked the same question 2 or 3 times, you're like, I've already answered that, they must not be getting it. Then you're looking at, well, I have to say something different. I have to say it in a different way.
That's what they want.
Because you're going to change your story, so there's going to be some inconsistencies in what you're saying at that point.
Which they can use against you. Okay. Here's the next one, and I thought this one might be true. The insurance company for the car that hit me has to pay my medical bills and loss of wages. Is that true or false? I would think that's true if provided the car that hit you is A, been found guilty, and B, if they have insurance.
It's somewhat true.
Okay.
Under Kentucky is what is called a no-fault state. And what that means, it doesn't mean it doesn't matter whose fault the wreck is or anything like that. What it means is your medical bills are paid by your own insurance company through something called personal injury protection. And that's so you can go to whatever doctor you want and get the treatment you want immediately. You can go to the hospital, you can pick the orthopedic doctor you want to go to, you can pick the chiropractor you want to go to, no questions asked. Those bills are submitted by the doctor's office to your insurance company, and they pay those bills for you. Up to $10,000 is what the normal limit is. Be raised, be something for another show to talk about in reference to that, but those limits, once they're paid off, then when the case is settled at the end, when you get your bodily injury settlement, the at-fault insurance company has to pay back $9,000 out of that $10,000 to the insurance company. But it's just so you can go to the doctor immediately. So, because a lot of times, there's horror stories. I don't know if you've been in a wreck where you've had to get your car fixed, and there's delays in getting somebody to come out to look at the car. It takes forever, and next thing you know, it's 2 weeks and you still don't have a car. Rental car may or may not have been taken care of. Well, you don't have to worry about that with your medical bills because
they're going to pull it out. That makes sense here. Okay, this is the most important one, and this is the reason I like talking to you. All lawyers are the same if you have an injury. That is definitely a myth.
Every attorney is different. What I tell people, one, we spoke about early, you want somebody that concentrates in the area of law that you want. So if it's a personal injury case, you want a personal injury attorney. I would say you want me because I have a great opinion on myself, and I think.
But I want a lawyer who does. I want that.
And I know I do a great job for people. But you want to talk to people. You want to look at the attorney's track record. You want to make sure you have an attorney that is respected by the insurance companies. You want to make sure you have an attorney that is not afraid to go to court and try a case, because sometimes you're going to be a part. You're going to have a case where the insurance company is offering a lowball settlement, and there are certain insurance companies that we know, no matter what, they're going to offer a lowball settlement. You want to make sure that you have an attorney that's not afraid to go to court, that knows what the courtroom is, that can push them. And the insurance companies know who that is, and you can do your research and figure that out too.
And if you know him, he's Mike Schafer. If you do not, he's Michael Schafer, but it is the Schafer Law Office. Michael, thank you again. Great information from Mike Schafer. All right, we'll take a little break here.
Thanks, John.
And so thank you, sir. And talking about great information, let's talk about information to make you look better and feel better. Rev Body Sculpting.